All right, let's have a first look at a new plugin called Arcade by Output. My name is Ella from ksound.com. Let's take a look. Okay, so I must warn you guys, this plugin is really good, but it's very complicated. Um, and I like that about this plugin because for me as a sound designer, I think that this is really great. All of the things you can do, I could never get bored, and this is pretty cool. So this is my first look. I kind of understand it a little bit, but I kind of don't because it's a lot that this thing is doing, and I feel like this is the answer to Sounds.com by Native Instruments and or Loop Cloud by Loop Masters. If you're familiar with those, this is Outputs the version, and this is a little bit different. Let's look at the uh, so Arcade is pulling about maybe 10% from the CPU. I am on my laptop here, so my setup is a little bit different from my iMac. My iMac has a little bit more power, so we may be clipping and things like that. But anyway, just to show y'all real quick as to like how it works. If you dive right in, you got the first section is called lines, and this is like the I kind of would like I don't know, like I would kind of refer to this as kits, but then underneath it is the kits. So it's not necessarily the kits, but these are like the different kits that are associated with the this here. So we can go in some of the kits and I can show you guys what's going on. Like this analog basement here, it's associated with this line or the beat line. You know what I mean? So it's like random kits that you can find here, and you have a tag system here. You can do your search and things like that, and you can pull up the different kits that's associated with whatever you type in. You can also type in the like whatever key that your song is in. You can go and go that route. You know, that's pretty cool. Right? Say we like that. We'll just go ahead and download it. And this little player here is pretty cool too. I like that. When you hit it, it actually takes you to the original BPM. So that means that this kit is smart. Everything in here is smart as far as the BPM. It just depends on the BPM you have set in your DAW. So let's load that across these keys. Now all of the white keys here is where your loops and samples live, right? Right? And above that is the black keys, and that's where you can manipulate the sample currently. So for instance, right? So it's almost like it does feels, and it's got some weird and nice effects to it, right? Now the cool thing about this is you have something underneath it where you can actually edit, right? And I can turn off the loop, which means it'll play all the way through and stop. But this thing right here I thought was cool. It's like a reverse, or it rocks back and forth. I think that's what I can do. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Okay, let's see. There we go. So these white lines is like your rock back and forth indicators. So I like that. That's cool. Now this here is just a reverse altogether. Now that's cool. Let's take that off. Okay. So this button right here is like if you hit the key and you release your finger from your keyboard and it's just going to play. It's just going to go. If I hit this, then it'll stop. I like this. This is pretty cool. Now you have your speed here. Right? Or right? And then you have your different parameters down here, your volume, your pan, your attack, release, crossfade, and your sends here, pre or post, which is cool for them to add that to this here. Then you got your filter here. So we can't hear anything, but we can always move it. And I'm also paying attention to this section here up here above, because anything that you can see over here means that it is automated or mappable. You can also set how steep it is, the height of the frequency. Really cool, really cool. So if I click here, you have parameters that you can adjust. And I noticed that the same functions is right here, the middle button here. You can get to those same features. So say you anywhere in the plugin itself and you just need to do, you know, quick adjustments. You know what I mean? But it's the same here, right? Those old effects, pretty dope. Now let's go to the first button here on the left. So we got two sends here, and we have an effect here. We got an LFO. We click on here. We have different plugins. That's what I want to say. Different plugins, but we have different effects here. We got the compressor. We got equalizer. Oh, this is pretty cool. So it changes according to whatever you set. Okay. And it has two sends, but I want to say you have 4 effects you can put on here, you know? So you can put a filter here, you know what I'm saying? And then we have the master section, which affects the whole thing, as you can see. So there's additional 4 effects here that we have here. Cool. That's what's up. Now this button down here, I want to say that this is a arpeggiator modulation. Okay. Guys, I mean, check that out. Let's turn that on. So you can get in here and just do whatever you want. There we go. And I, again, looking up here, seeing that I can manipulate these knobs. Okay. I think I'm having too much fun here. All right, so if we click back up here, we can get back to the back end here. Let's play with another kit. Instead of hi-hats. Okay, I'm very interested. Say we like that. From my understanding, I don't know if I said this before, but is this thing loading in like the cloud? That's what I was told. It's loading in the cloud. It's not necessarily loading to your computer. So don't panic if you don't have, or if you're not set up to download everything. It's like it's saving within the plugin itself, which is associated to your account. Because when you purchase this here, it's oh, I have to mention that this is a monthly subscription as well. It's like $10 a month, and you get all of this. And I want to say that this is somewhat associated with, well, I don't know how it works yet. So let's load the pads. Right? Okay. So anyway, let me show you this track that I did. And this track was done all based on Arcade. I pulled no loops or samples from any other resources. This was just done using Arcade alone. I like that. So I'm just thinking if let's put that on somewhere right there. You can also bring in your own sounds. Now that is where what take this thing to another level.
ksound.com.
Right. I'm just gonna pick a random button or key and drop that on. Now the thing about this is I'm noticing that it does not give you an indication that it dropped to any key. The only thing that popped up for me was the plus sign, but like there's usually like some type of animation that, you know, that okay, you're dropping it on this key. So I didn't see it, but there it goes. Okay. All right. So the cool thing about this is it also takes on the parameters of the line that you have selected. So that's why it's doing all these pretty cool things. So I can still adjust this. You know what I'm saying? Using all of the presets. Now, I think when I went in here, let's turn this off. I got that dirt on it. Turn that off. Or I can just easily just do everything from here. You know what I mean? And I can still go in here. Say I want to reverse it. Let's see. If I was to do this, if I was to set the locator, okay, do I need to turn that off? Oh, that's dope. See there. And then I can adjust the start and you know what I mean? Just play with it. It didn't quite optimize like the tempo to the track. First of all, because I don't know if what I exported out is compatible with what's going on in arcade, but I could definitely speed it up. And if I want to get this track to lock in on beat, I can find a way to do that. But this is our first look. I'm just showing you guys how you can just bring in your track, your loops, your sounds, and you can get to work immediately using whatever. So if I was to change the line to something totally different, like say like if I was to go to, I don't know, I'm curious what patterns sound like. Dope. Huh. So this is where I'm going to be living for a while. Everything that Output has done, Output to me is just like Native Instruments. Like everything they do, everything they put their hands on is quality. Thank you, Output, for sending this to me to test it out. I love it. I love it. Okay. Dope. Dope. So, so just to let you guys know, I will be doing more. I'll probably be doing like a live session on this. I don't know, but I think this is like well worth the purchase, the subscription. This thing is pretty nuts. I like what they're doing. This is pretty dope. Pretty dope. User loops. I think is that what I add? Oh yeah, it is what I add. Now before I end this video, let's visit. That's just bad. That's dope right there. Let's visit this Beats, right? I like that, by the way. That is, oh my God. So this is new. I think I like that too. I'm trying my best not to put love or like on everything, because okay. Say we load this. Same concept as all of the other lines or the other kits. So you can select the loop, or you could just pick out what you want. So instead of playing this loop, say I want to be able to like hit that every time I hit, you know what I'm saying, my key. I can adjust this here. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of all I have right now. I can go, I can do more, but I'm sure you guys are bored by now. So with that being said, my name is Ellip from ksound.com. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be looking forward for more in the future. Remember, music is art. You're the artist. Paint your picture. Stay creative without rules.
Enroll right now and unleash the creativity that lies within you. ku.creative.com. Creative University. Stay creative without rules. One more thing. If this voice intrigue you and the music make your soul move, my name is Ellen. Thank you.
I'm done.